Before we do testing, we want to give you some encouragement and give you some good things to look forward to help you see that you're going to do good on those tests. Who thinks they're going to do good on the test tomorrow? That's right, you're all going to do very good. We appreciate that enthusiasm. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you will direct your attention, stage left, stage right, my left and your right, to this door over here. I am about to bring out a man that stands 6 foot tall, and he weighs 280 pounds of mostly muscle. Yes. This man can take whole phone books and rip them in half, like a single sheet of paper. He can be in steel bars in his teeth. He can lift over 400 pounds with his neck. He sounds like a pretty cool guy, right? Okay, well, give me your attention. In this door, we want to give our applause on the count of 1, 2, 3 to the amazing T-Rex. Ready? 1, 2, 3. T-Rex! Let's try that again. T-Rex! I forgot something. I'm T-Rex. Now let me have your applause, folks. All right. Can you still hear me? No? Am I coming through? All right, ladies and gentlemen. Can anybody tell me quickly by raising their hand what they see right here? Yes, sir. Yes. Not a bumper sticker. That was a good guess. Oh, how did you get that? Very good. You see, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this license plate just like this against my chest. I'm going to do like this, and I'm going to rip it in half like that. Pretty cool. All right, thank you. Now, who can tell me what this is? I'll fix this man with the pink glasses. A phone book. As you can see, there are no rips or tears yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place this phone book in my hands just like this, and I'm going to start tearing it in half. And at the end, all right, I'll make it half. That's 2 pieces of paper. Now, who like that? Pretty cool? Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we go any further, I would just like to go over something with you. Is that okay? All right. Now, there's going to be moments, as you have already seen, where we're going to have something exciting going on. You might want to just jump up here and get up on the stage or grab something. Please, for everyone's safety, stay in your seats. We will make sure that everybody has a good time and is able to see everything. We will have lots of stuff happening. But just for your safety and for mine, because it will be very embarrassing. I got tripped up here, wouldn't it? It'd be pretty bad, wouldn't it? We don't want nothing like that to happen. So, anything like that to happen. So what I'll ask you to do is stay in your seats. And also, repeat after me. Do. Not. Try this. At home. Or anywhere else. All right, we're going to try that again. Do. Not. Try this. At home. Or anywhere else. All right, now look at your teachers. Say, teachers. Do. Not. Try this. At home. Or at school. Or in the teacher's lounge. Okay, very good. Thank you, folks. Give yourselves a small hand. All right, that's good. Now, the main thing is we want to, of course, have fun. I think we're having fun already, right? I have to tell you, you are an awesome audience. Y'all are doing fantastic so far. As a matter of fact, I noticed something. Your teachers did not have to correct you very much when you first came in here, and some of you had to sit in here, it seems like a long time, before we got started, huh? Yeah, so I want to tell you, you did very good, okay? And also, y'all are listening very well, but there is something we have to do. You see, yeah, there we go. You see, if I was just doing these speeches without an audience, which is you, I might as well be at home practicing in front of the mirror. Yeah? Now see, this is what you can do if you practice in front of the mirror while nobody's watching. You see, that's kind of funny and silly, but it's not that big a deal. So what I'm trying to tell you is, with audience participation, which means listening at the right times, watching at the right times, clapping at the right times, we're going to have an awesome show. Okay? Because part of what makes my job easy is when y'all listen and when y'all give me applause at the right time. So we're going to practice that, okay? Now, there's going to be moments when I ask you to listen, when I ask you to be quiet, to look forward, to not touch your neighbors. Hey, everybody look at Mr. Villiers. Say, hello, Mr. Villiers. If y'all see her, thank her for having me here if you enjoy yourself, because she is the one who invited me here. We'll talk about that more later. Thank you. That's okay. So anyway, we're going to practice the applause, and we're going to practice being quiet, okay? Now when I count to 3 and say applause, I want you to start clapping your hands. And then when I do this, that means be quiet, okay? We're going to practice. 1, 2, 3, applause. And stop. Wow, y'all are really good. 1, 2, 3, applause. And stop. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, applause. And stop. I have to say, y'all are awesome. Okay? Now, who would like me to get to the action? I would too. So, how many of us see something funny? Who would like that? Me. Now, as you can see, I'm not what you call a small fellow. Don't laugh. No, it's okay. I'm a pretty big guy. I do like to eat, of course, because you don't get this big by eating cereal and ice cream all the time. But you have to eat good as well. I'm not a very good cook, though. So I've been blessed with a wife who puts up with me, enjoys my company, and cooks for me. So when you see me put on something like this, it should be very funny to you. Not only because there's silly pictures on here, but does anybody know what these are? Yes, ma'am? Yes. What kind of mitts? Oven mitts, that's right. So, I'm going to take off these gloves, and just in case you're wondering, these gloves are to protect my hands when I do this kind of stuff. And the reason I do that is because I want to be able to keep doing this, and I also want to be able to keep doing my regular job, so whenever I can, I protect myself. But you know, well, that's a funny looking rooster, huh? Alright, very good. On the other one, we have some apples, grapes, and stuff. I don't know why you have that on the other bed, because I don't usually cook with grapes or apples. My wife does it. But anyway, you know what I was thinking about the other day? I was thinking about this phone book, this very one in particular. This is a Southwest Louisiana phone book. It's just like the one I tore earlier. And who thought that looked pretty easy for me? You know why? Because that is the very first thing I learned to do a long time ago. I've been doing it for a long time. But I got to thinking the other day, what would happen if I put on this pair of other mitts and then try to grip a phone book? You don't know. Okay, everybody be quiet. Thank you. Listen. You know what would happen? It would be a lot harder. That's what would happen. You know what that reminded me of? It reminded me of all of you. There may be times in the year where you take a test in your class. Has anybody taken a test? Yeah, very good. Okay, put your hands down. Thank you. There's times when we take a test, and there's times when we take a special test we're about to begin tomorrow. That test may seem a little tougher. Just like these other bits may tear the phone book harder. But you know what happens when you have a circumstance like that? Do you quit? You don't quit. You just keep going forward and you keep working until you get through that test or until you get to that phone book. Would y'all like to see me try? Yeah! Okay. On the count of 3, give me your applause, and we're going to try to tear this phone book again. All right, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, come on, folks. Almost there. Almost there. Y'all see that I'm almost through? You see that? You think I should quit now or keep going? Let's go. yourselves a hand. You're very good. All right. That's the same reason I'm here. I'm here to encourage you and let you know that you're going to do great on your test. And I don't want y'all to quit either, okay? If you get to a question that you don't quite understand, or you see something that you think is going to be hard, remember that you encouraged me to keep going until I fill that phone book. I want you to do the same thing. You keep taking that test until you finish. Ooh, this looks funny, huh? All right, be quiet. We're going to pick on somebody that can see close. Can anybody see the letters on here? Yes, sir. You in the blue shirt. Can you tell me what this says? Fear. Yes. Who knows what fear is? Has anybody else ever been afraid besides me? Yes. Okay. All right, y'all listen. Sometimes there are things that try to make us afraid, right? Okay, well, there's two things you can do. You can lay down and let it get you, let it beat you. We don't want to do that, though, do we? No. You know what you do when fear tries to attack you? You dig down deep, and then you hold on to strength. Say strength. Strength. And courage. And courage. Strength and courage. Strength and courage. Very good. Now, folks, that is what you fight fear with. Anytime something makes you afraid or wants you to be afraid, you just remember strength and courage. All right, now before I try to do this feat, I guess I'll have to explain it to you. Would anybody like to take a guess at what this is? Yes, ma'am. A whoopee cushion. Wow, how dare you? No. Just kidding. This is not a whoopee cushion. Would anybody else like to guess? Yes, sir? Oh, that's another guess for a whoopee cushion. Nope, it's not a whoopee cushion. It's not a hot air balloon. What this is, everybody listen. Nope, you don't have to raise your hands anymore. This is what we call a hot water bottle. Hot water bottle. Yes. Okay, now listen. Has anybody ever seen their mom or dad or anyone else use a heating pad? Yeah? Okay, put your hands down, thank you. Way back before they had heating pads, they had a hot water bottle. What you do is fill it with hot water, and then you can put it on your head, your neck, or wherever you may be feeling bad at. And this is what they used back in the days before the heating pads. That's what you're supposed to do with it. But you know what I'm going to do with it? I'm going to unscrew this cap in a moment, and I'm going to put on my safety goggles before I do that. And I'm going to put hot air into this bottle until it gets really, really big. Yes. And what I actually do, I'm going to face this direction so it doesn't come your way. Because you know what? Has anybody ever been stuck with a rubber band? Yes. Well, just think of getting stuck with like 100 rubber bands all at once. That's what this can feel like. Yeah. And you know what else? It's a good thing we're using this to represent fear, because if I was afraid, I would be thinking that once this balloon gets real big, or excuse me, this hot water gets real big, the air inside could come back in my lungs and cause them to explode. Ooh. But do you think I'm afraid? No. Because I have what? Strength? Strength and courage. Let's say that one more time. Strength and courage. All right, everybody. Do you mind if I take a sip of water? Yes. You do? All right, everybody, be quiet just for a moment. Oh, pardon me. All right, I can't see you. Where did you go? Oh, that's because I took my glasses off. All right. Aren't these cool goggles? Yes! Got the goggles. Now I'm going to take off the lid. All right, now everybody, this may take a couple of minutes, so whenever you think I'm getting tired, just give me a little applause and it'll help me keep going. And I want you to pay very close attention to this hot water bottle as it explodes, okay? And I'll be facing that direction when it does, okay? Are y'all ready? Yeah! All right, so we're going to count from 5 down to 0, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0! nodding, right? Did y'all see another piece of paper like this fly out of that balloon?
Right there.
Oh, ma'am, would you please pick that up for me? And yes, ma'am, you would need. You come here. Yeah. Right. No, you can come here if you want to. Can you come back and read this for me? All right. What does that say? Say it right here in the microphone.
Courage.
Courage. Ma'am, come here. Please. Tell me what this says.
Strength.
You mean when I walked here, what I was left with was strength and courage? That's pretty cool, huh? All right, can you say it to hand? All right, was that pretty wild? It seemed like it was this big. I don't know how big it was, and it seemed so huge. And you know what else? I didn't have my gloves on. But, thankfully, everything is cool. Did y'all think that was pretty awesome? All right, everybody, listen. We have a couple other things for y'all, and y'all are going to really enjoy them. And again, I want to tell y'all thank you for being such a great audience. Thank you, everybody, listen. Let's try again. 1, 2, 3, applause. Oh, wow. What do we have here? Oh, did I call on you? I did not call you. Yes, ma'am, you with the, yes, ma'am, with the big thing in your hair. A nail? Is that what you think this is? It's a big nail, that's right. Now everybody say 60 penny nail. 60 penny nail. Y'all hear that? Yeah, this is real steel. Now this is my friend Buster. Say hi, Mr. Buster. Hi, Mr. Buster. Mr. Buster, he came to help me today. Now, this is a nail, as we said. This is a piece of suede. You know what this is for? This is to protect my hands. You see, I already told you I have on gloves to protect my hands. But because these are so hard to bend, we also use pieces of leather. And as a matter of fact, I told you a while ago, this was called a 60 penny nail. Would y'all like to know why it's called that? Okay. All right. Nope, that's not why. I'll tell you in just a second. All right, everybody listen. Oh, okay. All right. This is why it's called a 60 penny nail. A long time ago, when things were a lot cheaper than they are now, you could buy 100 of these for 60 cents or 60 pennies. Therefore, it's called a 60 penny nail. Now, the reason I do have to have extra hand protection is, I looked up on a website, and these nails can take up to 270 pounds of pressure to bend them. You know what I'm going to do for you? I'm going to bend it into the shape of a U. How would you like that? Yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to do is wrap it up. All right, folks. Can you still understand me? Yeah. Well, y'all are very good listeners. That's all I can tell you. Now, let's wrap up the other side because we're protecting our hands. I would like y'all to give the principal a hand for allowing me to come today. All right. What I'm going to do while I'm talking to you is I'm just going to work on this and bend it. And hopefully when I finish, the microphone will still work. Just a joke. And we have, do y'all want to see? Yeah. I think I should take my word for it. Or do you want to see it? Okay. We'll see. Here we have, it's bent. How about that? Pretty cool? All right. Would y'all like to see one more? Yeah! One more time. All right, everybody. Listen. All right. Folks, let me tell you, I'm doing this right now because it's pretty cool, and also because I'm getting rest for the next 2 feet because they're the hardest yet. Okay? I bet y'all are ready to see them, aren't you? Yeah. Okay, well, y'all are still doing great. We really appreciate it. We're doing good on time?
We have about 5 minutes.
Okay.
We're good.
How much longer do we have?
Sorry.
We're doing good on time?
Yeah, go.
Okay. Cool. Cool deal. Y'all ready to see this pin? Yeah! All right. 1, 2, 3. Oh, slower on the 3. 3. There we go. We got another U. All right. How about that, folks? Everybody listen? All right. 1, 2, 3. Applause. And stop. Very good. This is a baseball bat, correct? Yes. It says Louisville Slugger. It says Academy. That's where I bought it. All right. This is the real deal, folks. Also, it says Power Ride. You know what that means? That means really hard for me to break. As a matter of fact, I talked to a guy on the internet the other day. He told me that he took a bat similar to this one, and he loaded over 350 pounds on it, and it still did not break. So you know what that means? It's hard to break. Now, folks, what I normally do is put it over my leg like this and break it. But today, I'm going to attempt to put it under my leg and curl it like this. Who would like to see that? Yes, I would too. We're going to attempt to do that in just a few moments. All right? On the count of 3, I need your applause. 1, 2, 3. Hold on. Are you sure you want me to do this? Even though it hurts a little? All right, let's get out of it, folks. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Folks, this was one good piece of wood, now it's 2. Right? Pretty cool. Now, I did tell you earlier, if you remember, that I have something special to share with you. Y'all remember that? Yeah! Alright, okay, listen. Now, it is fun to do these things in front of you. It is fun to act silly and crazy. But that's not the real reason I'm here. That's just to get your attention. The reason I'm here is I want to share a very special message with you. Would y'all just give me a few moments to share that message? Yeah. Okay. Today, we're going to talk about a special friend of mine. Can you still hear me? Okay. We're going to talk about a very special friend of mine. And if you see this funny contraption on my head, this is called a neck harness because you attach weight to it and lift it with your neck. No, not your ears, your neck. Okay. But today, this neck harness represents the life of my friend. And this is a long time ago we started. My friend felt different. He felt weird. He felt like he didn't fit in with everyone. Have any of y'all felt that way before? No. I bet some of you have if you're honest. Yes, I bet we all have. Okay, you put your hands down. My friend felt like he did not fit in with anyone, and he was really not liking how his life was going. You see, y'all see this yellow chain? Yes. This chain is painted yellow because it represents fear. Remember we talked about fear a while ago? Yeah. Well, this friend of mine, he let fear get in his life. He was afraid to be himself, and he was, wanting to be like other people. Not only was he afraid and fearful, he let jealousy or the green chain get attached to his life. Once he realized he was afraid and he was jealous, he started getting angry about it and started taking it out on other people. So not only were those first 2 things attached to his life, now it was attached to a red chain of anger. Does that sound good so far? No, not very good. So our friend didn't like how his life was. He thought he was weird. He was afraid, jealous, and angry. Do you think he made good decisions after that? No, sadly no. The story ends well, but the next part of the story is still not so good. Can y'all see this? This is just something to hold weights with. What we're going to do is put this weight on here. Listen very carefully. Oh, y'all see these weights? Not only today is this a weight, this represents the next mistake my friend made. You know what he got into when he was older? He got into alcohol. He sure did. Oh, that sounded loud. Yeah. after alcohol. You think you made a good decision? No. He got into drugs. This is a true story. Wow. All right, let's see what else happens, folks. Would y'all like to know what this one is? All right, then listen. This is the last straw. Not only did he get into drugs and alcohol, not only did he think he was weird, he got into other things that we won't even talk about today, but they were other very bad decisions. Oh, that kind of hurt my ears. That sounded loud, huh? It sounded heavy. You see, now, he has all of these things attached to his life. Uh-oh. You think it's easy for our friend to walk around? Ooh, I'm just imitating. Oh, goodness. I can't hardly walk around. I bet that was funny, huh? Man. You know, with all this stuff pulling down, it's hard to walk around good, isn't it? Alright? You know what? Our friend made a mistake. And it's a mistake I don't want you to make. And just for a moment, we'll take this off. And we're going to do an exercise, and I'll ask the teacher to do this with us. Alright. This is to help you not be like my friend was a long time ago. Alright. Lift your hands up a little bit. Do not touch your neighbor, please. Alright. Stick your hands in the air. Now close all your fingers, but leave your thumb sticking out. And repeat after me. I am special. I am a masterpiece. And you know what, folks? That's correct. All of you are special. You're not weird. You're just a masterpiece, which means you're unique and different. But it's a good thing, right? It is a good thing. So you know what happened to our friend? Would y'all like to find out the rest of the story? Let's find out. Our friend realized one day that living like this was not the right thing to do. He realized, man, I sure could have a better life than this. So you know what he did? He kept trying to walk around with that stuff. Finally, he came to his senses and he said, you know, I sure could be doing better than this. So you know what he did? He got rid of all his bad friends. He started hanging around good people, people that encouraged him, people that believed in what was inside of him. And perhaps, you know, some of you, those people could be older brothers and sisters, cousins, friends at school, teachers, counselors, principals, people like that. Other people you may have in your life. If you do have bad friends that are pulling you down, or if that happens to you later in life, I want you to remember this story, and I want you to remember that what you need to do is get new friends and new people around you that will encourage you. Okay? Once you do that, you can start thinking positively. You can use things like strength and courage that we talked about earlier. And would y'all like to hear what happened to our friend? All right. Once he realized that he had been thinking wrong all these years, that he wasn't weird, he was just unique, he started feeling good about himself. He got new friends like I told you. And you know what that gave him? Would you like to see? Okay, I'll show you. I'm going to turn this way. Once our friend realized that, he was given the power to break free. Huh? Well, look together. The fear, the jealousy, the anger, it's all gone now. And do you want me to tell you the rest of the story of our friend? All right, listen. He was able to go to college and finish. He didn't start college well because he was still doing those negative things I told you about. But he ended up finishing. He ended up getting an awesome job. He ended up marrying a beautiful lady that is also a teacher at another school in our area. And you know what else? I'll look real close. He got to start going to places like this school and telling you about this story. And that person was me. Huh? Isn't that a cool story? So, I just want y'all to remember, no matter what anybody else tells you, you are special. You were made for a great purpose, and y'all are going to do great on that test. And you did great today. I just want to thank y'all for having me. We appreciate it so much.